ho, ho! Happy holidays, everybody! What's up? Peter Joseph here for another video on this Saturday evening. Getting close to Saturday. Well, I guess it's Saturday night if you're in the New York area. But in any case, on this beautiful Saturday, December the 23rd, 2023. Thank you all for watching right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there under my tree. Otherwise known as the description marks below. So, leave a comment on any one of my videos, but if it's going to be a stupid comment, most likely be deleted, and so will you. And that's pretty much it. But if you're an actual human being, then you can leave a comment on any one of my videos, including this one. And also you can subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well, like I said before, and show me love and support. Stick that thumb straight up everybody else's ass, because that's where it belongs. And don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Gotta be real there, because if you're not, you're getting blocked. Simple as that. You can't be real with people, then you don't need to be on the web, on the internet. But it is what it is. I'm real and you're not. But I digress. Anyway, also share the video all over the internet, and most importantly, please hit that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing, because if you do, you're pretty much like, well, I would say the Grinch, but, well, I guess like him. You're the Grinch, because you're shit out of luck. And you're basically shit out of luck. You're like him, SOL. And you know what that means. Like, you know, like I said. So, that's all you gotta do. And if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the fucking party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, you can get out of here and go fuck yourself. Simple as that. Simple as that. You don't like the video? Go on somebody else's video. And troll them. You know, no trolls allowed here. But, you know, they'll stay subscribed to my channel because they're so obsessed with me. They love how my dictates. And they love how I dictate, if you know what I mean. That's why they're so obsessed for, like, so fucking long. But thank you for the free view and the free sub and whatever else, assholes. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. We move on. Simple as that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is Christmas weekend. Ah, man, I'm happy, man. Level 47 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Officially, in 5 hours and 16 minutes, it will be level 47. But, you know, last night was a blast. We had some good fun. Last night, not going out tonight. I was going to go out, but decided to stay in, watch some Collision, coming up in about an hour and change. Should be a good show. The final week of the Blue League in the Continental Classic tournament. Should be some good shit. Pretty tight race right now for basically first place. Andrade and Bryan Danielson. I think that's tied at the top. You got Brody King. You got Claudio. Pretty much neck and neck. 3 points behind. And Daniel Garcia, well, you're looking to play spoiler, but we'll see what happens tonight, and who comes out of that and goes to the Blue League Finals, which will be next Friday, or this coming Friday, December the 29th, because World's End, the last pay-per-view of the year, is next Saturday, so they're putting Collision on Friday night, and along with probably a taped Rampage, but who knows, and a taped Smackdown. Yep, Smackdown is taped this week, but it's probably a best of, so who fucking cares? Great job. That means, actually, you know, AEW might actually win. No, they might win the war. I mean, well, not a war, but, I mean, they'll win the week. Because NXT is taped. Dynamite is live this Wednesday. And then Friday, live Collision. And maybe a live Rampage. I don't know, but probably taped. And they got Ring of Honor, which, you know, doesn't really count in the ratings, but we got that. And then you got the last pay-per-view of the year, which should be pretty damn good. World's End from the Nassau Mausoleum in Long Island, New York. Could be the final appearance of a certain guy named MJF. I doubt it, but you never know. And maybe, just maybe, will we see the devil unmask? I think they're going to play it out. I don't think he's going to unmask next Saturday. But we'll see what happens tonight, and then next week on the programs, and that'll be it for the year. But should be some good shit. And as always, later on tonight, I will be back right here on this very channel with your Collision review. And I'll also do Ring of Honor. Hopefully later tonight. Because we don't want to do it tomorrow, because I think we all know what tomorrow is. Level 47, so I'm not going to do it tomorrow. And I'm not doing it on Christmas either. But I will be doing a Christmas video on Christmas, but just a really short video. Just say Merry Christmas to everybody. All that good shit. And then we'll be back with reviews on Tuesday night with our NXT review over on my Peter Joseph channel. So, got something to look forward to. But anyway, hope everybody is having a great Christmas weekend. Well, if you're going to get last-minute gifts, if on Amazon or wherever you're buying it online, you might be able to get it by Christmas if you do, like, Amazon Prime, or you can try to get it to wherever by Christmas. I don't know, but it is what it is. But if you're out and about tonight, well, you got really tonight and part of tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve, to get your last-minute Christmas shopping done, which you should have got done, like, 6 weeks ago. But, you know, the stores will probably be open for another few hours, and then all day tomorrow is going to be packed. So, you know, hopefully some of you don't need to go out tomorrow for a last-minute gift. But in any case, you know, I already got mine done, so pretty much mine's been done since pretty much right before Thanksgiving, so. But I found out that I am getting an extra gift from the missus. Not that gift, but, well, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow night. That's that gift, but in any case, the actual gifts, you know, gifts. I'm getting an extra gift next weekend. It was ordered and it's coming next weekend, so that should be good. And, I know I'm getting a little bit into the future, Conan, 2024. We are 7 weeks away from Valentine's Day. So, I know that's 7 weeks away, but I just felt like bringing it up. So, don't forget, guys. Because, basically you know what that day is, to treat your significant other, take them out, get your girl some chocolate, some flowers, some candy, and then maybe you're just getting the good old Valentine's Day sex. But, because, as we all call it, National Condom Day, because some of you don't use it, and you have no pull-out game. Just saying. But, yeah, so we got that, and then, pretty much a few weeks after that, it's Easter. Yeah, Easter is the end of March next year, so coming up. We're at the end of the year, and now, we're 8 days away from the end of the year, and then as we start 2024, it's gonna go by, like, whoop! It's gonna go by really quick, and by the time it's Valentine's Day, and then it's Easter, and then before you know it's Memorial Day, and the summer's gonna be back around. So, as me and, my twin brother, Matthew Broderick, always say, life moves pretty fast. You don't sit around and think about it once in a while, you could miss it. So if you miss it, you missed it. And that, you know what that means? You're SOL. Ha! And that's that. But, I just like to wish everybody a happy and safe Christmas tomorrow and Monday. And, be safe, be well, and hopefully some of you get what you want. And for others, you know what you're getting. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But it is what it is. So I'm counting down the hours, the minutes, and the seconds till level 47. Right now, 5 hours and 9 minutes. So probably by the time I do my Collision review, it'll be the greatest day in the world. But, you know, it is what it is. So, happy holidays. Merry Christmas, you fuckers. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright. Like I said, we're an hour and so away from Collision. We'll talk about Collision later. But right now, I hope you're sitting down. I hope you got a cold beverage like I do. And getting ready for for Christmas Eve and Christmas. You're sitting down, maybe watch some football. There is some football games on today. Pittsburgh and the Bungles, and I think it's the, I don't even know who's playing tonight. I really don't care, because I'm not watching it. But Week 16 in the NFL in the league, where they play for pay. Should be some good stuff. If you're a Jet fan, they play tomorrow at 1 o'clock on CBS against the Commanders. I think it's on CBS or Fox. I don't even know. Who cares? But, yeah, the Jets are going to play tomorrow. And Rodgers is not playing. Good. Send him out for the rest of the year. Let him come back next September. Jets are done anyway. So I don't give a shit. And then we got Christmas Day games. We got 3 big games on Christmas Day at 1 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock, the Eagles and the New York Football Giants in that dump in Philly for 4:15 game on Fox. And then the biggest game of the year, which could be a Super Bowl preview, or, well, who knows with one of those teams, and that's the Ravens. But the Ravens and the Niners, 49ers! Yes! Monday night at 8 o'clock, Monday Night Football on ABC. You gotta love it. So, I will be tuned in Monday night, because there's no Raw, because Raw is a best of. Smackdown is a best of, so I'm not really going to watch Smackdown this coming Friday night. I'm going to watch Collision and Rampage. So I don't even have to do a Smackdown review this week, or a Raw review, because it's best of. I'm like, why would I even do that? Who gives a shit? So really, this coming week, you get NXT, Dynamite, Ring of Honor, Collision, and Rampage, and then most likely and predictions for World's End and the World's End pay-per-view review, probably late Sunday night or late Saturday, next Saturday night, or on New Year's Eve, sometime during the afternoon, because I will be going out for New Year's Eve next Sunday. And that's it. That'll be the actual final video of the year. Well, actually, that's not the final video of the year. My 2023 year in review for wrestling will be my final video of the year. But, probably get that sometime before I actually go out for my New Year's Eve festivities, so. We got all that, so I got a lot of shit to do. That's that. Alright, now, let's get into your Smackdown and AEW Rampage review for last night, December the 22nd, 2023. Let's get into it, because we're about an hour away from Collision, and I want to get into Collision and not go into it. That doesn't sound right, but anyway. That too. Alright, so we're going to start off with Smackdown, the final actual Smackdown of the year, even though it was taped. We all know that. So Smackdown to end the year, pretty decent show. Not great, but was decent for what it's worth. We did see our tribal chief. You must acknowledge him every day. Every day, you must acknowledge the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Every fucking day. And if you don't, you're an ass. And that's pretty much it. You suck. And also acknowledge me too. But anyway, so we have Roman on the show. Couple interesting segments there. But our main event was the return. Well, we came back last week. That is a man with such a great head of hair. and that is Mr. Phenomenal AJ Styles. Got that. He's taking on Solo Mibuki, Solo Sikoa, in the main event. And we'll see what else is going to happen on SmackDown. So, once again, SmackDown emanated from the Wretch Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin! Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy! That's where he's from. But anyway, probably that's one of my epic freaking introductions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway. Alright, so we're once again from Green Bay, Wisconsin, the home of them Packers, who suck, and the great one, Mr. Kennedy. That's that. Alright, so our commentary team, as always on Friday night, probably the most boring commentary team in all of wrestling history. Mitchell Cole, Corey Slave, and that schmuck, Kevin Patrick Belove. I really wish they'd get rid of him. They need to get rid of him. Come on, Hunter, get rid of him and then hire this guy. Or Joe Cronin. I wouldn't mind both. Or Issa, too. Now, Issa you can put on NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. Be the ring announcer. Or backstage interviewer. You know, add more hot ish to that backstage team. You know, with Kayla Braxton, Kathy Kelly, Kelly Kincaid, and Jackie Redmond. Just throw Byron Saxton in the garbage because he sucks. Sorry, Alfred. But anyway, we move on. Byron Saxton, you know. That's Alfred's actual uncle, dad, I don't know what he is. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so that's our commentary team. Mitchell Cole, Kevin Patrick Belove, and Corey Slave for our holiday edition of SmackDown. And we opened SmackDown up with a recap of last week's show where we saw our tribal chief, Roman Reigns, return. And his challengers are now all lining up. We had Randy Orton and his voice, who challenged Roman to a match at the Royal Rumble for the Undisputed Universal title. And then a certain guy named Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. And the returning AJ Styles. So we got that. So then we open the show. We have the music of AJ Styles. Now he looks like the AJ that I think we all know from TNA and New Japan when he was pretty much the lone wolf. I hate saying lone wolf because you think of Baron Corbin, but the heel-ish style of AJ Styles. I really wish he brought back that New Japan theme. That is fucking him. I mean, I love his theme. I don't want none. They don't want none. But, I mean, please, I know they can't do it because it's New Japan. And, who's friends with New Japan? Oh, that's right, Tony Khan. So, even though it's AJ's theme in New Japan, I don't think, Hunter would be like, let's get AJ's theme from New Japan. That epic theme that it was, and he used it in Ring of Honor, too. So, probably won't be able to use that. I wish he could, man. It's such a fucking banger of a freaking theme song. But anyway, I'm gonna call him Dark AJ comes out. No pyro. Has the black hood. He's like the man in black. He's Johnny Cash. No. So AJ comes out, gets in the ring, talks about how Randy Orton and his voice and Eli Drake all want to face Roman, and really can't blame them. But it's like they can wait their turn because I'm at the head of the line, and I want to face Roman because he put me out for a couple months. Well, really, Jimmy and Solo did that, but Roman probably gave him the cue and everything. Speaking of cues, Eli Drake comes out. Yeah, let me talk to you. So he wants to talk to us. Let me talk to you. And he says, you can fight Roman, but I get him first. He goes, I'm a megastar with everybody saying, yeah. But AJ says, since you hit me last week, you're first on my list. So AJ's like, just bring it. And they get in the ring, they're about to fight, but AJ brings up Eli, using AJ's absence to get into the Crown Jewel match, him teaming up with Cena against the Bloodline, blah, blah, blah. So basically, AJ's like, well, you took my spot, now I'm going to take it back from you. And then Randy Orton has not his voice. He comes out, gets in the ring, and says, this is my ring, this is my home, I've been out for 18 months thanks to the Bloodline. But then Eli says the Bloodline, well, really, they beat you up and took you guys out, but they haven't really beat me up and took me out yet. True. So, there looked like some more tension, and then Nick Aldis comes out and says, since the three of you want to fight so bad, how about in 2 weeks at SmackDown's New Year's Revolution, because it's New Year's week for the WWE, Raw gets day 1, NXT New Year's Evil, and then Friday night, January the 5th, New Year's Revolution. So at that event, gonna be a big card for that. So in 2 weeks, there's gonna be a triple threat match, player. So you, Randy Orton, will face you, AJ Styles, and will face you, Eli Drake. And the winner of that gets a Universal title shot, or undisputed Universal title shot, against Roman Reigns. So, that's my good... Shane Douglas, get in here, my friend! The franchise! So the franchise, say your line there, Shane. You can... Not that line. Not that line. The other line. Oh, that line, okay. We're gonna have a 3-way dance. And if you don't like that, you can suck my ass. Okay, that's a little bit more than enough. I need to thank you, Shane. Oh, say hi, can you say hi to, Francine? Thank you. Francine, you can actually watch her on YouTube. She's got a nice ace. Well, I digress on that. But anyway, so that works for AJ, who both basically tells Eli and Randy that, stay out of my way, because if you get involved in my match with Solo, I'm gonna kick your ass. So AJ means business tonight. Well, not tonight, last night, but it is what it is. So AJ means business, and he's like, well, you touch me, I'm gonna kick your ass. So we got all that. So I gave the first segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we're off and running on Smackdown, player. We move on. Alright, then we go to match number 1. We go to our Holiday Havoc match. Not Halloween Havoc, Holiday Havoc match. It's like Christmas street fight. Not Miracle on 34th Street. We had that on Raw with Truth and JD McDumbass. And we all know how that ended. They gotta stop the 34th Street fights. All of them haven't been good. Pretty much since the Attitude Era. But that's just me. But anyway, so we had the team of Shotzi Blackheart, Selena Vega, and Mia Yim. They team up with Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. So she comes out. She actually had lights in her hair. That's something you don't see every day. Anyway, so they're taking on Damage Control. The beautiful ladies of Damage Control. We have Bayley. Give me a hug. Along with the Black Lotus Triad of my 3 really smoking hot Asian wives. We have the pirate princess, Kairi Sane. We have the former women's champion, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka! Except my dick, but you knew that already. And the Smackdown women's champion, the genius of the skies, and in the bedroom, that's Io Sky. Oh yes, calm down. Anyway, alright, so they team up with Bayley, the beautiful Dakota Kai at ringside. So, an 8-woman semi-hardcore match. It wasn't really hardcore. But anyway, we start off with a humongous brawl in the ring. We got a get free! Get free! All we need is Joey Styles. Anyway, so we get that. Bianca dropkicks Io into the corner to start. And then Bayley, give me a hug, makes the save. And then Shotzi Blackheart comes in with a present. Well, it wasn't a present. That will be a chair. But Bayley blocks the drop toe hold onto the chair, Raven style. Ooh. What about me? What about Raven? Well, what about you? As DDP would say, what about you? Anyway, so instead of that, Shotzi uses the chair for a springboard flippy dippity-doo on Bayley. Then she hits another big flippy dippity-doo on all the damage control. But then they come back as Kairi and Asuka bring in candy canes. Not that kind of candy cane, but candy kendo sticks. Candy cane kendo sticks, whatever you want to call it. Smash the crap out of Shotzi and Bianca Belair. Beat the crap out of them. But Bianca and Shotzi get their own kendo sticks, and they do some house cleaning. And then they go to the outside. They bring out a table, but they waste time thinking that they look good. Well, kind of do. And they try to set up a table, but that really doesn't do much in the ring. As we go to break, we come back. Everyone is down until Sabina Vega, Latino, chica. She sends Io to the outside. And then Bianca sunset flips Bayley for a near fall. And then there's like a bunch of fighting on the outside. It's just crazy. Io then gets a present smashed over her head. You bitch. And then Shotzi picks her up. No, I think it was Bianca picks her up. And then Shotzi comes off with the Doomsday drop kick with a trash can over her head. It wasn't really a trash can, but you could think it was. Anyway, that drops Io. They go for the cover, get a near fall as Asuka made the save. And then Zelina Vega drops Kairi on the outside after Kairi just she took out a freaking trash can lid and BAM! Woo! Wicked back fist with the freaking oi oi oi. With the trash can lid. Smacked her right in the face with it. Oh, poor Zelina Vega. But anyway, Zelina comes back and hits Kairi in the back with a chair. Don't you dare mess with her. Right, anyway, Asuka comes back and beats up Zelina and throws a pie in her face. It wasn't a cream pie, by the way. Probably won't be the first time. But anyway, take that what you will. Anyway, so she smashes the pie in Zelina Vega's face, and then she blows the blue Kool-Aid in her face to make it even worse. I would say double cream pie, but, you know. But anyway, we move on. So Asuka sends the blue Kool-Aid into the face of Zelina Vega, blinding her. And then all damage control starts going for presents. They get some chairs and stuff like that. And they start beating on Bianca near the ramp. And then there's two big boxes on the side of the ramp, going up this way. There's two things right here. So Asuka and Kairi open them up, and we see the former NXT Women's Champions. Now they're on Smackdown. We haven't seen them in a while. The Witches of Smackdown, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. They pop out, And Kairi's like, what the fuck? And then Isla and Alba Fire beat the crap out of Asuka. They hit that wicked, I don't know what it is, but it looks like a crossroads into something. They hit that on Kairi on the floor. Ow! And then Bayley's like, what's going on here? She gets in the ring, gets caught with a KOD by Bianca. And then Io comes off the top with that beautiful over the boot salt. She hits it. I'm like, pin her! Pin her! And she's like, yeah, look at me! Look what I did! I'm like, no! And then Mishin hits Io with eat defeat, knocks her down. She puts her on the table, goes up top, hits the backsplash senton, kind of like Shotzi does. And Mishin pins the Smackdown Women's Champion in under 13 minutes. So Team Bianca gets the win over Damage Control. Damn. So we get all that. Pissed me off. But what are you gonna do? Alright, so it's kind of a fun, kind of goofy, wannabe hardcore match. That wasn't really hardcore. All they used was freaking a table and a couple chairs. Not even hardcore. So, that's that. But, for what it's worth, it was a pretty decent match. And I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So it looks like the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi, are going to go up against the Witches of Smackdown, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. That could be a preview of a women's tag team title match. Maybe at WrestleMania? Depends who gets it by then. Because right now, the Dancing Queens, Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter have it. And at day 1, we're getting a number 1 contenders match between Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, taking on Team Rainbow Bright of Natalya and Tegan Nox. So, see what happens with that. I think Zoe and Shayna will win that match. Possibly win the women's tag team belts whenever that match happens. I think by WrestleMania, I'm hoping we get Kairi and Io against maybe the Dancing Queens at WrestleMania. That would be great, because finally we'll have Asuka win, because she's 0-6. Give her a win, please. WrestleMania 40, you have to do it. Give her moment, please. Same thing with Kairi. Kairi's not 0-6, but, just saying. Kairi needs a win at WrestleMania too. So, give the Kabuki Warriors the win, give them the belts, and then the Black Lotus Triad will probably be starting by then. Depends if Bayley wins the Rumble, which I highly doubt. But, if they want to break up Damage Control so bad, yeah, maybe have Bayley win the Rumble, face Io. She'd really be facing Rhea, but then in turn she's like, nope, I'm going to face you, Io, at WrestleMania. God forbid, I don't want Bayley winning at Mania against Io. I want Io to hold it till SummerSlam, but doubt that, but you never know. So, we can have Bayley versus Io for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then the Kabuki Warriors, the Black Lotus Triad, they'll kick Bayley out by then. And then they go for the women's tag team belts. They win it. And then the official start of the faction will begin. Somewhere around there. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so once again, I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns in his office, locker room, lounge, whatever it is. We see Jimmy Uso hyping up Solo in his match with AJ. Talks to him about, calling audibles and shit. And then we see Roman, looking on like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Don't say yeet to me. No yeet. No yeet. Anyway, so Roman looks annoyed. And he's like, Wise man,
Yes, my tribal chief.
I want you. Who is the SmackDown general manager around here?
My tribal chief, that man will be Nick Aldis, sir.
Aldis.
Nick Aldis, sir.
Bring him to me. You do know he is the SmackDown GM, right? I don't care who he is, you bring him to me. Yes, my tribal chief. So we're gonna have a sit down with Roman and Nick Aldis. I'm interested. So we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Move on. Alright, match number 2 on your scorecard. We have an NXT North American title match. As Dragon Lee, once again, he made an open challenge, and that was answered by, well, he's still a brawling brute, and that man is Butch. So, Dragon Lee versus Butch, which was made last week after SmackDown on the SmackDown Lowdown. So we get that. Pretty decent match. So with Dragon Lee working on the wrist of Butch to start, but Butch punches him right in the face. And then Dragon Lee manages a slingshot dropkick in the corner. And then a running flippy dibbity-doo gets cut off by Butch. As we go to break, we come back, Dragon Lee's in trouble, and Butch stomps on the hands and starts doing his joint manipulation. And so Dragon Lee snaps off a running Hurricanrana over the top and out to the floor. Crazy. They go back in, and Butch hits a kind of like a Tiger Driver 97 powerbomb for a near fall. And then we get a woo chop off. Dragon Lee gets the better of that, hits his own sit-out powerbomb for another near fall, and then he puts Butch into the tree of whoa. But he comes back and grabs those fingers and thinks he's freaking Marty Scurll, the villain, snaps the fingers. Snap your fingers, snap your neck. Okay. Anyway, great song by Prong, by the way. That's Just Incredible's theme song, if you didn't know that by now. But Dragon Lee is like, he comes back, hits a top rope double stomp for a near fall, and match is going great. And then Butch comes back. He goes for the bitter end, and I don't know how he did this. Dragon Lee counters that into a freaking epic Canadian-Mexican destroyer. Oh, shit. And then the fans like, whoa. Even commentary's like, what? And then Dragon Lee comes off the ropes, hits Operation Dragon, which is Destino, the same thing, but thank God you changed the name of that. Even though I think Kevin Patrick said, Unleash the Dragon! That could have been better. So, 1, 2, 3, Dragon Lee retains the NXT North American Championship in under 10 minutes. Pretty damn good match, and I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then afterwards, Code of Honor! You don't see that every day in WWE. So, Butch put up a good fight, but did not come away with the championship, and that's it. We move on. Alright, after that, we get a recap of the U.S. title #1 contenders tournament. We're going to see Kevin Owens and Carmelo Hayes. And on the other side, we're going to have Bobby Lashley taking on Santos Escobar. That should be some good shit. And the winners of that go to the finals in 2 weeks at New Year's Revolution. And the winner of the tournament faces that schmuck Logan Paul at the Royal Rumble for the United States Championship. So we got that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the interesting part of the night. I'm interested. We have the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman. He comes in and says, My tribal chief. I'm bringing you Nick Aldis. So, Mr. Nicholas Aldis comes in, introduces himself to Roman, And he sits down next to Roman, and Roman's like, I don't like you booking matches. I mean, you booked AJ versus Solo? Yes, I did. You booked that triple threat match? Yes, I did. Those are good ideas, but you know what would be a great idea? How about running it past me? I'm the tribal chief around here. You see me, the tribal chief. That's right. I'm like, yeah, Roman, exactly. He's the champ. He should get, you tell the tribal chief who he's defending against. And if he likes it, good. Doesn't, duly noted. But anyway, he says, run things by me first, Mr. Aldis. Adam Pearce understood that and what happened to him. But Aldis says, oh, he's just, he's a nobody. I'm an executive. I'm the sharp end of the stick around here. And then he says that Solo is going to be facing AJ. And Roman's like, well, that's fine. Blah, blah, blah. And mentions that Solo took care of John Cena at Crown Jewel in a way that even Roman didn't. I'm like, you fucking idiot! Nick Aldis, did you do your fucking homework? I guess not, because Roman beat Cena not once, but twice, you fucking idiot! Go back to the NWA, you fucking schmuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't think, Roman couldn't beat Cena like that. Roman smashed him twice. Once at No Mercy when it was the big dog Roman Reigns, and then the second time was at SummerSlam 2020. Well, what was that? 2021, 2022. Twice he smashed that piece of crap. Tell me, Roman can't beat Cena. Bull fucking shit. Cena can't beat Roman, that's the problem. And he never will. Nobody will. Maybe WrestleMania 41, but I doubt that too. If you saw my video from last night, when I talked about Roman, probably will hold the belt through WrestleMania 40, and most likely lose it at either the Royal Rumble of 2025, or WrestleMania 41, which might be in Minnesota next year. We don't know that yet, but Roman will beat Hulk Hogan's record at 1474, and then by the time he gets to WrestleMania, it'll be over 1600, probably around there, around close to 1600. And the only person next up on that list will be Bob Backlund, and then after that is the Ultimate, Mr. Bruno Sammartino, with 8 years. So pretty much by the time he loses it, if he does lose it, at WrestleMania 41, it'll be 4.5, close to almost 5 years. Which nobody will ever duplicate. I don't care who you are. But you really think Roman's gonna lose by WrestleMania 41? And to who? Which we all know Cody ain't doing it this year. Again. Who wants to see that again, really? Anybody really want to see Cody against Roman 2? I don't like WrestleManias having besides the obvious ones, Shawn Michaels Undertaker, Triple H Undertaker. Do we really need to see something like Roman versus Cody back to back? Come on. I mean, it feels like freaking Stone Cold and The Rock, but that was like spaced out. Same thing with Hunter and Taker and HBK. That was spaced out. Actually, well, no. Taker and HBK were back-to-back, but they were good. Both matches were epic. The ones with Triple H was WrestleMania, I think it was 17. And then it was, the second one was that Hell in a Cell match. The end of an era match. That was that, but I was way spaced out. But HBK and Taker were back-to-back. But both of them were great. So, knowing WWE, I think like I said, Cody's probably going to win the Elimination Chamber, go after Roman, somehow get on SmackDown. You know, Nick Aldis like, oh yeah, Cody can come over. Roman's like, fuck. You know, well, okay, you know, I'll allow it, but I'll beat him again like I did last year. Even though he doesn't have the weapons. I mean, he still has Solo, he still has Jimmy, but he doesn't have Jay anymore. But I think Jay would somehow get involved in that match. But you know, still, Roman will smash Cody again. God forbid, but I don't think Cody's gonna beat him. If what the reports are saying. But, you know, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt that Roman's gonna hold the belt till WrestleMania 41. I mean, there's been strong rumors saying that he was gonna do that. And then other people saying that he's going to retire as the champ. He should. He should retire. But I would, if he wants to retire, he should beat Bruno Sammartino's record, then retire. But, you know, pretty much the reign will end when Roman says he's going to end it. Not because somebody else says, let's take the belt off him, like Hunter's going to say that. That's not really Hunter's decision. I mean, kind of is, but it's really Roman and Paul Heyman's. I mean, Heyman said that in the interview. He said, we'll end this when Roman and me say it. We're really Roman. But it ain't gonna end this year. Well, next year, I should say. Not gonna end at the Rumble because Randy is not the guy. I mean, I doubt it's gonna end at Mania 40 because Cody still isn't the guy. I really would love to see Roman versus Walter. Whether it be Universal title versus IC title. Not that Roman needs that, but I would think Walter's reign as IC champ will probably be over by then. But, I mean, I want to see I want to see Walter versus Brock Lesnar at Mania. I really want to see it. I hope it happens. But I think in between, probably after WrestleMania, I think Walter's reign will end. I don't know to who, but it's going to end. And I really would love at either SummerSlam or at Bash in Berlin, Walter versus Roman for the Undisputed Universal title. I would love to see that. Not that Walter might win, but I mean, he'll put up a humongous fight. I mean, he'll take Roman past his limits. Past Ultra Instinct. Not even Ultra Ego. Like Goku and Vegeta can do. But way past that. But Walter, I don't think is the guy either. If it's probably going to be one guy and people are saying, it's Punk. No. I don't think we'll see Roman Punk at all maybe next year. And if it does, maybe by the Survivor Series, maybe, but I doubt that too, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe Roman and Punk fight at the Rumble 2025. I doubt it's going to be next year, but you never know. But anyway, move on. But yeah, Nick Aldis, do your homework, because Roman beat Cena twice, you fucking idiot. So anyway, after that mess up by Aldis is looking forward to getting to know Reigns a little bit better, and I like that. And then Roman's like, why would that man play games with me? Why would you play games with me? Bastard. Don't mess with Roman Reigns. Don't mess with him, because he's going to kick your ass. And you think you have him beat, but he's one step ahead of you. Because he hasn't lost a singles match since losing to Baron Corbin. Was like 4 years ago? He ain't going to lose for another year. Get used to it. Get used to it, my friends. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, where are we here? Alright, so after that segment, we go to the U.S. title number 1 contenders tournament semifinals. We have my boy, Kevin Steen, taking on Christian Casanova, a.k.a. Carmelo Hayes. First time ever match. And we get an insert interview from that schmuck Logan Paul. Just like, hey, I'm the champ still! Anyway, this was a pretty damn good match. I'm going to paraphrase because it's like 25 minutes to Collision. So I want to get everything out of the way. So, pretty back and forth match. Carmelo was going after the broken hand of Kevin. We got a Hangman's DDT in the corner. Ooh, that was nasty. Nasty. Then they trade kicks to the face, and so Kevin blasts Melo with a big-time clothesline. But then Melo manages a code breaker, goes up top, tries for it. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and missed. Which allows Kevin to hit the pop-up powerbomb for a near fall. Then he goes up top, hits the swanton, then the stunner. 1, 2, 3, my boy, Kevin Owens gets the win in under 10.5 minutes. He goes on to the finals, where he will face Santos Escobar, or Bobby Lashley, in 2 weeks at New Year's Revolution. We'll see what happens with that. But Kev is one step away from getting that U.S. title match against Logan Faggot Paul. Let me move on with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back where we see the lone warrior, the man in black, AJ Styles. He's there, he's getting ready for his match with Solo. And then the rest of the OC comes in, Mia Yim, and the Good Brothers. Gallows and Anderson, we haven't seen them in a long time. Who haven't been in touch. Mia Yim's like,
Hey, Uncle AJ! Yay, you're back! Give me a hug!
AJ's like, bitch, get off me! And then Anderson's like, we haven't seen you in a while, AJ. Are we still good? And AJ's like, I don't know. Are we? And then he leaves. I'm like, oh, shit. AJ don't need him. He don't need anybody. He don't need Janetti. Pretty much. So we get that, so we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. By the way, I gave Melo and Kevin 3.25 out of 5 stars. We get that. Then we get another Killer Cross promo, where we saw last week, where he's going to recycle himself with the lovely skirted voodoo there. This one, he promises to take away something else from other people. Don't know if it means Roman, but he said the word authors, and then the lights are like flashing, and then we see like 3 guys. I'm like, uh-oh, the Authors of Pain and Precious Paul Ellering are back. And then I guess they're gonna form like a faction, or maybe like a faction or a group with Killer Cross. Sign me up. Sign me up. But the Authors of Pain, Akam and Razor are back. We're coming back soon with Precious Paul Ellering, and look out for those undisputed tag team belts. But I will see how Killer Cross gets recycled, repackaged. Don't know if they're going to keep his theme or it's going to be another theme. I say let him use his indie theme, not the TNA theme, but the one he usually uses on the indies when he has that Hitman style Tron. That's that. But we'll see what happens. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to the other semifinal match in the U.S. title number 1 contenders tournament. Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits and their nice fit from the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, when you want to buy a suit for Christmas or New Year's, you want to look good, then go to the Men's Warehouse, guys. Because for some of you, you're going to like the way you look. I can guarantee that. But for others, probably not. Probably not. I already got my suit sold out. Well, my get-up for my birthday all ready to go. All ready. It's all done. We move on with that. Alright, so this was a pretty good match. It was a pretty decent match. Not great, but it is what it is. Back and forth they went. And then some men in masks jumped the Profits near the end of the match. It goes to the distraction for Bobby, which allows Santos to grab a roll-up with a handful of underwear. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar gets the win in under 8.5 minutes. And he goes on to the finals in 2 weeks to take on Kevin Owens. And we'll see what happens with that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then afterwards, we're wondering who the Max Men are. I think we all know who it is. And as predicted, it's the Mexican Wolves, Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza. So now Santos is back with his version of the LWO to go against Ray's version, which will probably be Ray, Dragon Lee, probably Carlito, and maybe the Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza, and I don't know who Santos might get, besides Elektra Lopez maybe coming back. So, I don't know, but we'll see. So, the Battle of the LWO is heating up, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. Alright. And after that, alright, so that's that. Sorry, I got something in my throat. Okay. Alright, after that, we go backstage with Butch. He's kind of pissed off about losing to Dragon Lee. Kathy Kelly comes in, asks him about the loss. He took it like a champ. He says, I lost to the better man. And then the Yes Boys, Elton Prince, Elton Strong, and Kit Wilson come in. They start mocking him. They start singing. What were they singing? They were singing on the first day of Christmas, Santa gave to Butch, a lonely Butch, something like that. They start singing, and then Butch starts fighting with them in the back, and then Nick Aldis and a bunch of other people come in. They finally separate them, and then he tells Butch to find a partner to fight the Yes Boys on New Year's Revolution in 2 weeks. So, it could be Sheamus, my fella. Or it could be Tyler Bate. So, it's one of those guys. I'll probably be Tyler Bate, because I don't think Sheamus is medically cleared yet. We haven't seen him in a long time, since that shoulder injury, I think. But we got all that, and we'll see what happens with that in 2 weeks. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a proper promo from Logan Paul. Not really impressed by his potential opponents. So basically acting like a schmuck, and nobody cared. And we get that. Alright, then we find out what's coming in 2 weeks at New Year's Revolution. And then next week will in fact be a Best of Smackdown show. So, no live shows next week, no reviews, I'm not even going to watch. The only thing we can watch Friday night is a live Collision and Rampage. So, I would think that, I don't know what the ratings will be for this taped Smackdown will probably get around 1 million, 2 million. They'll still get good views, but I think Collision will probably get more views than it usually gets. Same thing with Rampage, but we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. Then we go to your main event of SmackDown, AJ Styles versus Solo Mibuki Solo Sikoa. Pretty hard-fought match. And, Jimmy was not at ringside, but was still a pretty match. AJ tries to set up the phenomenal forearm, gets counted into a Samoan spike, but it missed. And AJ gets right back up, hits the phenomenal forearm, is about to go for the win, but then Roman Reigns comes in, causing a disqualification in just over 11.5 minutes. So AJ picks up the victory. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. I get that. So then after the match, more chaos ensues, and AJ starts beating up on Roman a little bit. Jimmy Uso comes out. We have a basic 3-on-1 beatdown, but then Randy Orton and Eli Drake come out to make the save. And then the Bloodline leaves the ring. And then we see Eli and AJ and Randy arguing. AJ attacks Eli, who then attacks, and then he starts attacking Randy Orton. Big fight between those guys, and then, Jimmy and Solo were about to go back in the ring, and one was like, oh, no, let them fight it out. We'll wait. That's it. So that ends SmackDown on a pretty chaotic note. And it was a pretty solid show, and I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. And that's it. Alright. So after that, let's try to get the Rampage real quick. If we can. Got about 19 minutes till Collision. But it was a pretty good SmackDown. And now we're going to be talking about New Year's Revolution in a couple weeks. Randy versus Eli versus AJ. I think it's going to end in chaos. I could see a fatal four-way match at the Rumble between Roman, Randy, Eli, and AJ. I think Roman will win somehow, some way. Because I think the other three will cancel each other out. And then maybe all three of them will be in the Elimination Chamber. Probably with Cody. And maybe two other guys from Raw. I don't know who. Maybe Damian Priest. I don't know who. I don't know, but probably 3 from Raw, 3 from SmackDown in the chamber. The winner gets a title shot of the brand's choosing. I think Cody will win, and obviously you think we face Seth, but no. I don't know how it's gonna work, but we'll see what happens with that. We got that. We got Io versus Mia Yim for the Women's Championship. Io should retain easily. And then we got what else we got? We got the U.S. title tournament finals. Santos versus Kevin. I think Kevin will win. And then face Logan Paul at the Rumble. Lose, because I think Eli will probably get that shot. I'd like to see Bad Bunny get that shot. Make Easter very happy, but we'll see what happens with that. And we got the Yes Boys against Butch and a partner of his choosing, which could be Sheamus or Tyler Bate. I'm going to go with Tyler Bate, but we'll see what happens with that. And much more in 2 weeks on the first live SmackDown of the year. We also got live Raw Day 1, Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins for the world title. And a whole bunch more that I'm not going to get into. Well, actually, I get some from me. Becky versus Nia Jax. One-on-one, first time ever. We also got, what else we got on Raw? We got that women's tag title number 1 contenders match with Team Rainbow Bright versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. And a whole lot more on Raw. And then NXT, you guys, New Year's Evil. We got Ilya Dragunov defending the NXT World title against Trick Williams, about to whoop that trick. What? We got that. And a whole bunch more. And Dynamite, the first Dynamite of the year for the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Should be some good shit. That's the aftermath of World's End. Some good stuff coming away in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. Alright. So we're going to get to Rampage right now. I'm going to go really quickly with this. We're about 15 minutes away from Collision. Alright. So Rampage emanated from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Backdown, Oklahoma! Born a sinner! Right, JR. JR wasn't on commentary, but he was probably there backstage somewhere. But on commentary, the great man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone, the champion Chris Jericho, and the man behind the mask, Excalibur. So, Rampage, pretty good show, great main event with El Hijo del Vikingo and Black Toulouse in a rematch from Ring of Honor Final Battle. I don't think it was for the title, but move on. But we start off Rampage with Orange Cassidy, freshly squeezed orange juice, defending his AEW Intercontinental title against one of his friends, Rocky Romero ese. Part of the Best Friends / Chaos, whatever you want to call him. Trent Beretta at ringside. Pretty good match, and it ends with a satellite DDT and then strong zero by Rocky Romero for a very near fall. And then Rocky looks for sliced bread number 2, but Orange Cassidy escaped it. Then he hits the orange punch into the beach break 1, 2, 3. Still, your reigning, defending AEW Intercontinental Champion, freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy. There you go. So, match was good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Orange Cassidy calls Trent into the ring. And then he give the people what they want. They get the big goop hug. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. Alright, then we go to the back with Tony Baloney Schiavone and his special guest, the former TBS Women's Champion, Chris Statlander, who talks about how that crazy epic freaking hardcore match they had on Collision last week with Diamante and Mercedes Martinez, bloody as fuck, crazy as shit. Says her and Willow started a little rough last week, but came together to get the win. And then, of all people, Stokely Hathaway comes in and tells Christina Statlander, calls her Christina, really now? That Willow is talking behind her back, and says, "Oh, I know all about factions, and they end up breaking up and shit. Yeah, you do know all about that, right? From the Evolve days and the Firm, right there, Stoke." Anyway, so he leaves. Says, "Think about it. Willow's saying bad shit about you," and Christina Statlander's like, "Nah, I don't buy that for a second." So I don't know where that's gonna go. So I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, then we go to a promo from The Machine, Brian Cage. And, he's being a good machine these days. He gave Melissa Santos baby number 2 for Christmas. You son of a bitch. Anyway, but, so him and Prince Nana, the real Prince of the Prophecy and the Purge, he's there with him, not dancing, sadly. So Brian Cage hypes his match on Collision tonight with Keith Lee. So we'll see what happens with that. I think Keith Lee will win, and he's still looking for that guy he calls him, which looks to be Mr. Swerve Strickland. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, match number 2 on your scorecard. We have a tag team match player. We got the Kingdom with Roddy! Sorry. Roddy, next strong, my friends. Next strong for Christmas. He's there with I'm Matt Taven, and the man who punches people in the dick and gives them a pile driver. That's Mr. Mike Kanellis Bennett. So they come out in a tag team match. Well, Taven and Bennett come out in a tag team match against the Hardy Boys, Matt Hardy, Did It, and Jeff Hardy, dude! Not doing so good these days, huh? Pretty much the Hardy Boys look like jobbers right now. And what happens? Roddy kind of gets involved during the match. Does his Roddy, stuff like during the, in the intro. But we get near the end, and Taven gets thrown into the ring announcer's table. Didn't hit Justin Roberts. Damn. And then Taven then gets sent into the steel steps a few times. Matt Hardy grabs a chair, but the referee's like, no. Pulls it out of his hands. And then from behind, Matt Taven sneaks up on Matt. Well, Matt Taven sneaks up on Matt Hardy. Rolls him up with a handful of underwear. 1, 2, 3, the Kingdom get the win. So, once again, the Hardy Boys, their run is not so good, Al, in AEW. Hasn't been that good for a while. And no wonder Matt Hardy's mad. It is what it is. Time to hang it up, maybe. I think it's time to hang it up. But, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, then we go to back with Renee Paquette and her special guest, Ruby Soho. So she talks to Renee for a little bit, and then her boyfriend, real-life boyfriend, Angelo Parker, Cool Hand Angelo Parker, comes in, wants to take Ruby out for a drink. Ruby's like, yeah, let's go out for some drinks and then we'll bang. Yeah, because as we all know, drunk sex is the best sex. So, Parker is going to get Ruby drunk. Probably. Don't spike the drink, Angelo. Just saying. Anyway, so Ruby kind of like, yeah, let's go out. But then Paige comes in, Soraya Knight comes in, and pretends that she needs Ruby, and she loves the idea of, them together. I guess Ruby and Angelo Parker together. And then Ruby's like, okay, she leaves, and then Soraya and Angelo Parker are still there, and Soraya calls him, it's like, you're a piece of shit. Like, come on, Soraya, come on. And did you know that her mom is 52 years old? Wow. 52? It's almost older than me. I mean, she is older than me. She's 5 years older than me. That's crazy, isn't it? She's still a MILF. I'd bang her and her daughter. That'd be weird, if I get, I married Soraya Knight Sr. or whatever, Paige's mom. And then, God forbid, Paige wants to bang me. I'm like, that kind of feels weird. I'd love to, but, might have to call Xavier Woods for help. Guess he hit it first. Damn it. Really bad Maddox hit it first, but we won't talk about that. But, if you ever need advice about possibly, dating Paige, you always go to Xavier Woods first. I wonder if Ronnie Radke went to him. Because he's been going out with Paige for a while. Probably is good for her, too, unlike Brad Maddox. Fucking piece of shit. She was better off with Xavier Woods, to be honest with you. But Ronnie Radke's a good guy. Good guy and a good, semi-good band. Falling in reverse. But it is what it is. Alright, so we got that. We move on. Alright, let's quickly finish this off. Match number 3 on your scorecard. We go to the women in the death slot. We have Sky Black taking on pretty much her lover, her wifey, as she's been saying on Twitter, Queen Aminata. I think they're actually going out. I don't even know. Take it with a grain of salt. I thought Sky Blue was going out with Kyle Fletcher. I guess that they broke up. I don't know. But anyway, nothing to see here. Sky Blue gets the win with a Dragon Sleeper of all things. So just the win. And that's pretty much it. Gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. I mean, it is what it is. I like how they started the match. They kind of like circled each other. And then Queen Amarana's like this big. And freaking Sky Blue's like this tall. And then she like jumped up and kissed her forehead. I'm like, weird. But in any case, yeah, so Sky Black gets the win. And we'll see what happens with her and Julia Hart tonight as they face the unusual team of my girl, Abaddon, and the returning Thunder Rosa! Yay! She actually she had a video premiere earlier today, and she was actually in the chat. So I was saying, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to Miss Thunder Rosa. And she said, thank you. But we get all that. Moving on. Alright, so we got that. So like I said, Sky Black gets the win. We'll see what happens tonight with her and Julia Hart against Abaddon and Thunder Rosa in her return. And she actually said in the chat that she has a very special entrance. That's must-see TV. We'll see what happens with that coming up in a little bit. And we move on. Then we go to your main event of the evening. Rematch from Final Battle, once again for the Triple AAA Mega Championship that I guess is never going to be... This guy's never going to lose it. I think he's held it for almost 2 years plus now. Jeez. Mr. El Hijo de Vikingo takes on Black Toulouse. And their match at Final Battle was a banger. This one, a banger, but not as great as the banger match they had at Final Battle. But still, was what it was. Back and forth match, they went like, you know, another slobber knocker they had at Final Battle. But still, same result. El Vikingo somehow, someway beats El Vikingo. I can't even talk. I'm sorry. El Vikingo beats. It's my birthday weekend. What do you want me to do? El Vikingo beats Black Toulouse with the 630. And this time, it actually didn't botch so much in the match. But he goes fast and furious like Darby Allin. I think he needs to slow it down a little bit. The guy's only like 20-something years old, like Darby is. But in any case, El Vikingo retains the AAA Mega Championship. Match was pretty damn good. Gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's that. But another great Rampage. Hey, Rampage is actually starting to be good now, huh? Last week was great. Great main event with the Luchadors. Great. Epic. And then this week, very good main event with El Vikingo and Black Toulouse. So, Tony Khan. I'm impressed. Impressive, Tony Khan. Impressive. So, pretty good. So, I gave Rampage 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we're going to go into Collision. We got 2 minutes away. So, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. So, Smackdown, 7 out of 10 stars for the final Smackdown of the year. And for Rampage, 6.5 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what happens on Collision coming up next. And I will be back later with your Collision review right here on the channel. So stay tuned, hit that bell so you don't miss it. Because if you do, well, too bad for you. And that's all I got to say about that. Let me actually put on the channel before I don't... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Before I don't do it at all. Okay. Alright, so we're about ready to go. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy holidays to you all. I'll see you in another couple videos. Today and, well, for tonight. Collision and then Ring of Honor to end the night. And then that'll be it. I won't be back till Christmas afternoon with my Christmas video on the Shadows Lair. So we got that. So, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody, except for certain people. And that's it. So thank you for watching. Have a great Saturday night. Have a great Christmas Eve. And a safe Christmas. And that's it. And if you're not down with Christmas, and if you're not down with me and everybody else, well, you're going to get coal in your stockings. And we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! Adios, and ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, fuckers! Until next time, peace.